to get themselves away. Going to find themselves some good cover in the meantime. They are all together. That's the benefit. So he does have to be careful. He doesn't want to really try and take this fight too much. Even though he's got the distance, even though he's got a little bit of an advantage onto them, they can quickly turn around. How many times do we see a player get pinched in that situation?
Look at this crest. They look down the compound. They see it's open. Boom. They send it. Really, really smart plays. Just picture perfect. I mean, that's how you want to play it. Leapfrog in that regard. Oh, my God. Winner. You're out there all by yourself. And so is Pooh. Unfortunately, he will go down. Not a whole lot more to it. Yoshi knocks himself off of his vehicle. Pooh does get finished off. Indigo now getting knocked by Kale. There are a lot of team knocks coming in here. But, of course, a lot of people are rotating at the same time as the circle's coming to a close. Yeah, they're right on top of each other now. And this is where it gets a little bit more scary. Crest. Only 2 players ready to take on the 3. Yeah, that's the issue, positions, right? Though, in the houses, though. This will give them a bit of a chance to maneuver around. Nades go out. Yoshi's trying to pull himself back into this. There's the smoke's going to give him some cover. Able to get the pick back up. Purple committed to the compound, and they saw that only 2 guys from Crest made it in, because you still had Rio and Kurat out on the side of the up by the forest area. And they said, you know what, if we want to make a move on this, it has to be right now. They full unsent it. Unfortunately, 1 player went down, but they do still have 3 guys up for right now, at least against 2. But we do see Rio with the sort of eye in the sky position down there in the forest. Yeah, it was some quick decision making that needed to happen there for Purple. Oh, fortunately, we go away from the water. I was like, if we go straight into Prim now, it's going to be even worse. But thank you, Circle, for at least going somewhat away. So actually, most people are inside the circle already. Of course, there are still some on the western side that won't be in, but they'll have a somewhat doable push over towards Crory. That area can contain a lot of teams. Of course, it's not a place you want to be stuck, though. RRQ getting their first kills down. AHQ, though. That's 2 players going out of the equation for them. This is putting them in a really bad spot. A team that wanted to keep a close eye on are now finding themselves actually potentially being one of the first teams eliminated here. They've got to play this smart now. Entus making their way back over, but L-Stars, high ground advantage, trying to just pop them from a distance. Shots being fired off there. Entus are like, oh God, get me the hell out of here. Where are they planning on going, though? They must know that the southern side of the circle down by the forest areas is completely compacted with players. And now Axis, you see them making their run down here. All the guys with the Marvel names. Star-Lord, one of them in there. Trying to see if he can get an angle onto the Monster Shield guys, but not happening, at least not right now. AHQ, look at them right down and out of it. 2 gone already. Everyone else is just dropping off 1 player at a time, so you'll probably see them get a little bit more passive now, right? Hold back a little bit. They have to. Try not to engage too, because like we said, there's only points, right, for the top 5. So it's going to be a very difficult situation now for them to try and hang in there. It's going to be a lot of crawling around and just trying to play it smart. And they've really got to hope that the zone works in their favor. And that's the thing, right? If you're out on the edge, you have a horrible position, but you're in. I mean, for now, you're good and you're relying on a super extreme hardship towards you if you want to stay put. Do you say, okay, we might not get top 5 anyway, let's get aggressive and go for those kills? Or do you say, please, dear Lord and Brendan, PUBG man, can you give us some circles over here, because we kind of need that right now? Like, what would you do in those scenarios? Like, I guess there's a way they could look at it is as like, okay, can we bait them out by being so quiet that the other teams don't think anyone's behind them, and we wait it out a little bit and just play off the edge the whole time? But it can just get very dangerous as you get to the later phases here. Rangers, though, across this entire game so far, they've had such good positioning here. They do that. They're looking in nice control. They go center early on. They take the compound. You see, as soon as the circle pops, they're on the move immediately. And if there's another team in that compound, they will fight them. And they will. I mean, they tend to come out on top as well, right? There's a reason they went 2nd place last game, because they played so well together. Now Starlight once again trying to spot the Nova Monster Shield guys on the other side of the hill. And for Monster Shield, if they don't, they're one of the teams there. If they don't get a hard shift towards them, they have very little info to go off of. And remember, for the Rangers team as well, they ended up going in 2nd place so far. Huge 10 kills between them, 9 up on, it was Suckervam, right? He was the one who managed to get the 9 kills in. So for them, a good placement here. Could see them quite nicely work their way up here. But L-Stars are still getting a lot on the board here. We keep seeing them pop up. Star-Lord's finally found one, though. He's been trying at that for quite some while, and that's going to be Nova taking a bit of a downhill spiral for the moment. An unfortunate knock for them, because now they will have to spend time getting him back up. He will have to get meted. He will have to get boosted. And that could be the time they needed to get ready to get going for the next circle, because it will pop in just 5 seconds. Every single time, though. Straight away, we just keep seeing it. L-Stars, they're up on there. They've come here to play. They're just proving it's not going to be some sort of a fluke. And they're actually firing in at the moment onto Entus.
See Danchi trying to hold off anyone coming up to their position in the forest. You see Sides here. He's like, guys, I've thrown these smokes down. You can make the run now. They're like, but there are like 4 people looking at us. You gotta send it. You gotta go. The circle is not allowing you to stay out there for much longer. You have to get your butts over here if you want to stay put and stay alive. Hulk taking some long range shots. I wonder if do they wear outfits that match their characters? So do you think he's like all green outfit?
Well, we know they got the green headsets on.
That's
for sure.
That's halfway there, I guess. Halfway there. Also, maybe he's not in rage mode yet, so he's just Dr. Banner. He can just be Dr. Banner, you know.
So when he wins, he pops up.
Like when it's that final fight, roar, he just goes crazy. Yeah. Yak, 3 guys in 1 shack. This is very good in TPP because you can sit in the corners, not have to look out, and then you can look over the tops. But doing this with 3 people, that's a dangerous position to be in. Ambulance goes out, Hunt goes out as well. That's a vehicle explosion. And that's all of them down. Now second vehicle comes in, circle's already closing. And for the guys in Armory Gaming, they're trying to make everything out of a horrible situation.
Real difficult position here as well for sure. He's got the pressure being put on him, but Shox comes up with it, managing to get it done. Really nicely played by 17. Huge play. They eliminate also Sun's sisters.
Yep, you got it. What's the Sun
there
sisters?
We go. There we go.
Shox with a triple kill. They're holding off the entire push by the Japanese guys. Really, really well played. Armory Gaming, though, taken down and out. Will be the second team out here in game number 2. Unfortunate situation for them, but those rotations, they were just near and close to too many teams. We see the new circle pop that will once again go down towards the southern side. And Shox once again active with the Mini 14.
Yeah, Shox getting a lot of damage on the board, and he is not going to give up. Unrelenting damage coming out here. AHQ, though, they're just
2 players alive.
Still getting it done, though.
Honestly, though, if you want to stay alive in Quarry, it could potentially benefit you to be few, because if you take up too much space, it's going to be really hard to play around. Ooh, that nade right on the money. Dai really, really well cooked, well thrown. And even the top chefs would say, you know what, cooked to perfection.
Yeah, he's going to now try and creep his way in towards his teammate. He wants to be revived. Oh, not another one!
What?
That is so unfortunate. How is he still alive?
He doesn't get him, but he gets the double kill in the end anyway. It was like, you know what? I don't even need to finish off with the nade. I'll just bait the other guy out from cover, and then I'll get the double instead. What a great play coming in from Dai.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant from him. Won't allow AHQ to get any further up the leaderboard. They won't be able to hang on, survive. There was only 2 of them left alive from very early on here, and Afrika's position, certainly known Pure Boy. He's looking to try and take the challenge. Just got the trees to cover. He's going in, but a lot of damage coming his way. Well, they quickly finish him off. They're just outnumbering. They didn't have too much of a chance. Ryu's just coming a little bit too slow here, and we'll try to back away a bit, I guess. He's going to hopefully get the red up.
And the Freaks, they're playing this one extremely well. They had the compound down on the southern side of the road, and they knew that Crest was up on the hilltop, and now they're just sending the push up. They know for a fact that they can spot everything uphill. They have Rosa on the backside. Now he is crossing over as well. Airwolf trying to get on the third-party action here, but not gonna happen. We saw, I believe, 17 Gaming eliminated just before as well, but that can't be true. Oh, they eliminated another team. Yep, they've changed that animation. Sorry. But in the end, Crest will go down. They did everything they could to hold off the opponents on the east and the south, but Freaks